Hey guys, this is Nick Kellar with Atlas Premier Realty, sitting here with Greg Brock, also with Atlas Premier Realty, and today we are at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu here in Finksburg, Maryland. We are with owner, head instructor Mike Stewart, good friend of ours, and we wanted to bring him to the forefront, talk to him a little bit about what he does here in Finksburg and his other locations, and learn a little bit about what he does for the community.
Yeah, so start off. What is it that you do here, Mike?
Well, thank you first off for coming out. Welcome to the Academy. Of course, we support these guys a lot. So we teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
I've been with the Gracie family for about 7 years now. I've been doing martial arts my whole life, and we teach self-defense. We have kids classes, adults, so we teach martial arts.
So when did you open your first academy?
So we opened the first academy in 2009
Okay.
in Clarksville, Maryland.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
in Columbia now, though, right?
So we outgrew that space, and now we have a 7,500 square foot facility also in Columbia. We have here, which we're looking to expand. This place has grown rapidly, and we also have a school now in Severna Park.
Awesome. Awesome.
Why? Just to go a little deeper, like why jiu-jitsu? Like, what's the purpose behind jiu-jitsu?
So I've been doing martial arts since I really can remember, since I was about 5 years old. My mom started me just in a rec program in Taekwondo, and I stuck with it, and I tried every martial art that I could possibly just expose myself to growing up, just trying as many different things as I could, trying to expand my knowledge base. And I found jiu-jitsu, and I fell in love with it. And we just kind of believe that it's the most practical for self-defense. I was bullied a little bit in middle school, and the martial arts that I learned up to that point didn't really help me too much. So it gives us a lot of sense of pride teaching these kids that have bullying issues, that have confidence issues, how to protect themselves. And also, you know, we're big supporters of law enforcement. So we have a lot of police officers in here, and that we're teaching them, and it's helping them be safer. We also support the military. We have a lot of veterans in here. It helps them with their, traumatic stress when they come back from being overseas, and just normal people that just want to work out and have a more, healthy, productive lifestyle. So, I do it for a lot of different reasons.
Yep.
Yeah.
It started with just one purpose of having a good school around here, because we want to teach authentic, real self-defense and nothing silly, and kind of educate the public about, what's different and what's good about what we do. So
Awesome.
Cool. So it sounds like self-defense is really the core of what you guys are.
Self-defense is the core, and confidence building,
Yeah.
because we believe when someone is confident that they can help, tackle every problem in life.
They can handle other situations.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Even, these kids that we teach confidence to, and adults that, you trained here, your daughter trains here.
Mm-hmm.
When someone believes in themselves, they're just a little bit more capable of handling all of life's battles. It's not always going to be the dude in the parking lot or the kid on the playground. Sometimes it's going to be a stressful situation with a coworker, or it's going to be a stressful situation with an aggressive driver that follows you in the parking lot, and you have to verbally handle this situation.
Real life application.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not every day you have to fight someone, but it's every day you have some sort of internal struggle that's going on, and confidence helps you deal with these things.
Yeah.
So obviously you grew up in the Westminster area, and
Yep.
you set some roots here in Finksburg. Tell us why you love Carroll County in this area.
Well, what's crazy is this building that we're sitting in right now was the VHS rental store for us when we were kids. So this place was like the hot spot on Fridays. We'd come in, we'd get pizza,
Right.
and rent out a movie. And now, we're in this space. It's just crazy how it all kind of worked out.
Sure.
And, for me...
Did you make sure you rewinded your videos when you brought them back?
Never did. We were terrible at
Be
that.
kind, rewind.
So, it's cool to be teaching now these kids that went to the same schools that we went to. And I mean, it's nice to be able, like you said, when your roots are planted somewhere, to see that direct effect on the community. Because we didn't have a jiu-jitsu school around here when I was a kid,
course,
it just was something, and it's so cool to see the development of the area. I mean, there's so much stuff here that we have now that wasn't around when we were younger. So it's cool to expose the kids to that, and
Right.
it's good to see there's some different life being breathed into the community.
Yeah.
So is it important for you to tie this business, this academy, into the community?
Oh, absolutely, 100. I mean, we are 100%, because it's interesting, because the kids that we teach that come to this academy primarily come from Mechanicsville, Sandy Mount, Westminster, West Middle, East Middle, around this area, and they go to school together, and they're instructed to look out for each other while they're in school. but also to get good grades, have good behavior. And of course, you know, all of our friends train here too. So it's really nice for me because my other school's in Columbia and most of my friends are here. So they're not necessarily with family and work. It's tough to make the travel there.
Sure.
So for me to be able to bring this here where it's so many people that I know, teaching other business owners, that really, you know, we are definitely like very, very integrated in the community. And people trust us with their kids, their families, to bring them here. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that. My daughter's been here since she was 5. So
Yeah,
about
and
3 years.
Avery's awesome, man.
Yeah,
She's like, she's
it's
one of my favorites.
But she's been here, and I've noticed the difference with her. It's one of her favorite sports.
Yeah.
And she comes year round, and you know, like he said, it's not just self-defense. It's confidence. It's learning how to handle situation. It's discipline. It's being respectful.
Absolutely.
A lot of things that a lot of values you teach here go beyond just the physical nature of rolling around. So
Absolutely.
I think it's
and we have to start with the physicality because I was talking about this the other day. It's tough to tell a kid or a person, hey, just believe in yourself, or you got to have more confidence. We hear that so much, and it's like, well, and I relate it to the same as, well, you got to be successful. Well, how do you do that? It takes repeated habits over and over to build the confidence. So it's tough telling a kid, hey, stand up straight or be more confident if they don't believe it. You know, if they don't believe in themselves, how are they going to have it, you know? And it's neat, back to the community thing that you're talking about, because, you know, we teach your daughter, but in return, I have younger kids that come here too, and Avery is kind of like a little mentor for them. She looks out for them, and that, you know,
you
eventually,
see that a lot in here.
Exactly, and then eventually your younger daughter, Delaney, will come in, and my kids will help pull her up. So it's definitely, we're all pulling each other up at all times. It's really cool.
It's awesome. Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about your family. You live locally, obviously.
Yeah, so we actually live right over the line, but we do like all of our activities, most of them here. And my kids come here. My wife's a student here. So
you have 2 kids, right?
We're here. Yeah, so my kids are about to be 6. Leah's birthday is actually next weekend.
Wow.
And then Luke is 4. And, you know, they love jiu-jitsu. I try not to push it too much on them right now and just come once or twice a week just to have consistency. But yeah, and you know, I encourage them doing other things too. They got soccer coming up. They did gymnastics last night. They're in swimming. It's good to, you know, it's good to have some other stuff too, for sure.
So most people know you as Mike, you know, jiu-jitsu instructor. What's something that people don't know about you? Something fun.
I mean, the other big thing I'm into other than jiu-jitsu is fishing. I mean, I love fishing. I grew up fishing. If you're friends with me on Facebook, it's no secret. Because that's all I do.
It's either fishing or jiu-jitsu pictures.
Yeah, it's pretty much, it's a pretty cool lifestyle. I fish and I do jiu-jitsu. It's pretty much all I do.
It's a tough life.
Yeah, spend time with the kids, fish, jiu-jitsu. That's it, man. I can die happy if that's what I get to do for the rest of my life.
So if people are interested in bully prevention for their kids, or they themselves want to learn some self-defense, how do they get in touch with you?
So the best way is through our website, and get on there and comb through it. There's lots of good content. There's tons of videos. You can see pictures of the academy, learn a little bit more about the instructors. So the website is realjujitsu.com. And again, we don't just have if you're probably seeing this, you might live somewhere else. We don't just have this location here in Finksburg, but also Columbia, Maryland, and Severna Park, Maryland, and we know tons of other school owners, you know, throughout. So if those aren't close to you, get in touch with us. We'll connect you with someone that that can get you involved. Like Nick said, not just the kids. We have tons of adult students here too. We have 4 black belt instructors here, so it's a very good quality program overall.
And if you have any questions, Greg's taking classes personally here, and as I mentioned earlier, my oldest daughter has been coming here for 3 years. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd be happy to kind of let you in on our experiences with them. But appreciate it, man.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah. So as always, you know, our purpose is to help empower others to make decisions and reach their goals by helping them with the right information, and also kind of help with the community and help other small local business owners. So if you see anybody, you know anybody that might want to be featured in a future video, please let us know. And as always, we appreciate you checking in on us this time, and look forward to catching up with you next time. Thanks.
Real quick, Gracie, Maryland people, for all of your real estate stuff, these are my guys. I vouch for them. You can trust them. Atlas Premier Realty.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah!